to open up the parking brake, you have to take out the screws, all of them, and there's 2 keeper rings that you also have to remove. Once you remove both keeper rings, you open up the lid. You gotta pry it open. Alright, once you remove both keeper rings, you can take off the lid. You gotta come up with the shaft and the bearing. And you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 springs. You gotta inspect them. None of them are broken. If they're not broken, they can still be reused. If they're broken, you gotta replace them. Alright. To remove the shaft from the bearing, just hit it all the way around with the rubber mallet, and it should come up easily. Then you can take off the bearing from this side out. Do the same thing, rubber mallet, and pop up the bearing off so you can be able to check it, see if it's good. Alright, once you take the bearing and the shaft apart, you're gonna come over here and remove all the springs. Like I said, check them. If they're not broken or cracked. The only way you're gonna take the friction wheels off is by using a hydraulic unit or air unit. Install the line over the pump so the pressure can push it out and you'll be able to get access to the rings. Once you pop it out with the pressure, just grab it and work it all the way around. Once you take it off, you're gonna have the friction wheels right here. Whenever you pull them out, make sure how they start. There's gonna be a friction disc and a metal disc. So the way you take them off, that's the way you're gonna put them back in. So it'll be friction, metal, friction, metal, friction, metal, all the way until you get back out to friction. Once you have everything cleaned out and all the parts, you're gonna get your bearing. To install back the bearing, put a little bit of grease around. You can slide right in. Once you have your bearing inside, you're gonna grab your shaft, put it in here, all the way down. From there, you grab your discs. Since when you started friction, metal. So that's the same way you're gonna put it in. Friction wheel, then a metal. The metal has the teeth. Make sure they go all the way down in between these grooves. So we friction, metal, friction, metal. So you start with friction and end with friction. Once you have your springs, 9 springs, you skip a hole. After that, you go back right here where you have your bearing. You're gonna put this keeper ring on. You have your keeper ring, so you put it in here. Align your holes where your bolts are gonna go. Screws. Push it down. You get your screws, put them in there, and once you tie them down and you screw them in, you're gonna go across each other from each other until you get it all the way down. Once you have it all pressed in, you're gonna get your last keeper ring and put it inside here. And there you have it. That's your rebuilt parking brake.